Hi there Soulfire, this is Tim and today I'll be showing you how you can get into an IRC chat. First of all, I'll show you how to register a nickname on the network and then a couple of different IRC clients, how to set them up and configure them. First of all, even if you want to use one of the other clients, I suggest registering your nick first using Mibit. The easiest way to get to our chat is through the Mibit clients on the Soulfire forums or on a tracker. However, you do need a registered account on our forums to get to that client. So I'm going to be using the client on my tracker, which is easy enough to get to. So we're going to log into Inferno, which is a channel that we've set up so we can help new people coming into IRC. What you want to do is choose a nickname which is closest to your RuneScape username or first name. I'm going to try Tim, however it's not going to be available, and I'll show you what you can do if that's the case. So now I'm just connecting and it's told me this nickname is registered and protected, so I can't really do anything with it, and it wants me to change my nick within a minute. So if you want to change your nickname, you can type in nick and then your new name. So I'm going to type in Mosty and it will change my name to Mosty. Now that I've seen this is free and it hasn't told me it's registered, I'm going to register this nickname for myself. And the command you use is nickserv register, then you type in the password you want twice, and then the email you want to link that account to twice. So I'm going to type in bullfrogs, and then again, and then my email twice. This is an email I set up specifically for this tutorial, so don't bother spamming me, and it's at tim.oo@gmail.com, and then I have to repeat that again. And after I hit that, it will send a passcode to my email address. And I can go in here, and it usually gets sent into the junk folder, but luckily for me it hasn't. So I'm just going to open that up, and it's told me I've registered the nickname under this, and this here is my confirmation code. So I'm going to copy that and then type it into there, or paste it, send it, and then my account has been registered. And from this point onwards I can join the actual Soulfire channel if I want. And if you know how to use an IRC client, feel free to stop watching now. However, I'm going to start explaining the different clients we have. I'm going to go through Mibit, IRC, SwiftKit, and then HexChat, which is what I use. So firstly, with Mibit, like I said, you can find it on the Soulfire forums if you have an account, through my tracker if you just want to use it that, or even through the Mibit website itself. It's a bit misleading, but you don't have to sign up whatsoever. You just go to this launch app here, and then it is a bit, well, yeah, this is where we're going to be typing in our actual servers. So I wonder if it has. The server we use is the Swift IRC, and it is in there. So then now that we've already registered our nick, we can type in our nick, which I think I did it, yeah. But you'll want to leave that. So my nick, and I want to go into Inferno, and then that'll connect me like that. Now when you have logged in, each time you log in you need to tell the IRC network that you are the owner of that account, and you can do that in a similar way by typing nickserv, and instead of register you want to identify yourself, and then you do nickserv identify, and then the password you gave it earlier, which I gave bullfrogs. And now I've been accepted, I'm recognized, and I can go into Soulfire if I want. Now there's a couple of ways you can get into Soulfire, one of which is if you go straight into Inferno and you need to be identified by NixServe, you can type join Soulfire, just like that, and it will take you into our main IRC chat, which is in #Soulfire. Merc. I don't particularly like Merc because you have to pay for it, but hey, you just want to download it. I've already done this in the background, so I'll just cancel this. But you want to save it to desktop, yes, and that will have downloaded, and now it's here. So then with the MIRC installation, you just want to hit yes, wait for your slow computer to respond, and then we'll start going through the installation. It's pretty simple. You just hit a lot of nexts, blah blah, install, and then you run it. Now this is the bits which I find with a client is more useful than Mibit, because you can save all of your username, passwords, and where you want to go, which is for me quite useful. So we have Mosty, which is what I'm identified with, and then another name in case I ping out and lose the first name. So then we'll go to servers, and you want to try and find Swift IRC. If it isn't there, you'll have to give it a name, and the server is irc.swiftirc.net, ports 6667, no group, no password, added, and then we can connect from there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go into options, and this is where it's a bit more useful because you can tell it what to do, so you don't have to identify yourself every time you log in. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a new form which will tell it what to do when it connects to a certain network. We're going to go and find Swift IRC again. Yeah. And then what we want it to do every time it joins Swift IRC is NixServe identify, and then the password you choose. Don't choose bullfrogs. Bullfrogs. And it's done like that, and that'll be fine. And it'll set it up automatically. All that's done. Then now we've set it up, we want to actually connect to Swift IRC. Hit connect. It'll spaz about for a bit, and then eventually log you in and automatically recognize and identify you. From this, you can either go join into Inferno or just skip straight to Soulfire, and you'll be in like that, ready to talk. And it looks like crap. Sorry, I really don't like Merc. But let's go on to our next client. So I'm just going to disconnect from that. So our next client is going to be the IRC client, which is handily inside SwiftKit. So we're going to go to the SwiftKit website, swiftkit.net, download the Windows version. I'm assuming you're all using Windows. Save it, save, blah blah. Once that's downloaded, you can find it and install it. It's pretty simple, just hit next, agree, next, blah blah blah. Then once it's finally installed, close it, open it up, update whatever it needs to do till you finally manage to open it, and you launch it. Now if you've never used SwiftKit before, it's kind of useful. I used to use it. It'll take you straight to the RuneScape page. Yeah, little tools function. But anyway, to get to the IRC client of SwiftKit, you go to Utilities, IRC Client Chat, and I've slightly set it up before, cheeky me. You'd put in the username you chose and registered with. Mine is Mosty. You would want to auto-identify, which my password was bullfrogs. It's not anywhere else. Don't try and hack me. And then the channel you want to join would be Soulfire. And it's really as simple as that, and it'll just take you straight in without any faffing, needing to join, and done, which is easier than Merc in my opinion. But let's move on to our next one, which is a personal favorite of mine. I've been using it for a couple of years, and it is HexChat. You want to go to the HexChat website, which is hexchat.org, or you can just Google HexChat and it'll take you right there. You want to go to downloads, and it's a little bit more complex, but at this point it would be useful if you know which kind of chipset your machine is running. I'm on 64-bit. Some of you might be on 32-bit. A way you can check this is opening the Start menu, right-click on Computer, go to Properties, and it should tell you just about here what bit your operating system is. Mine's 64-bit, so close that. Download the 64-bit one. Save. I've already done this, so I'm going to minimize that. Going to run the installer. So nice, accept, next, have it wherever you want it, and you need to pay attention to this bit. You need to go down to the bottom and make sure language interfaces is checked, otherwise it just won't work. So just go on yes, install, and it's done. And it'll present you with this nice little box. You choose the nickname you identified with, in case you lag out. In case you lag out again, which would be quite embarrassing. And my name is Tim. It should have Swift IRC already there. It's always near the bottom. If it doesn't, again, you can add a new one. So Swift, edit, then the server we're using is irc.swiftirc.net. Again, port 666, and hit enter. My favorite channel would be Soulfire, of course. That will connect me directly to Soulfire. Your nick serve password, as you did before, mine's bullfrogs. And it's pretty simple like that. What you can do is then find the network, favorite, and then show favorites only, so you're not presented with a load of options. Then you can just connect, ignore some random warnings, and it's in. Yeah. So yeah, those are your options, what you can do, what you can't do. Feel free to join us in Soulfire anytime. I've just added a bot in there which has some useful little features like because I'm cheeky. It'll give me the tracking page for Simac. Yay! Anyway, I hope this has helped you all, and have a nice day.